So let's dive into that. So I'm also the vehicle coordinator here at Munro, and so we obviously go the press vehicle route. We've done outs rented vehicles and outsourced them. How is your relationship with all the OEMs? Because there's some that love us and will work with us, and there's some that refuse to give us a press vehicle.
Yeah. So our relationships with OEMs are very good for nearly everyone, a little bit weird with a few of them, and very bad with one.
What's the bad one? Come on, what's the bad one?
We did a video about the TikTok social media fad, the Kia challenge, where we explained what that was, how it works. Are you familiar with the Kia challenge? Maybe I should back up.
Yeah, what's
okay,
that?
So there were a group of people in a number of American cities, Minneapolis, Chicago, and so on, that had figured out that base model Kias that don't have they don't have push button start, they actually have a keyed ignition, that you could actually very easily steal one of those basically by ripping parts off of the steering column and then cramming a USB plug into the opening and turning it, and it would turn on the car.
Huh, interesting.
And so Kia and Hyundai, same company, same problem, got a lot of heat over this because people were like, insurance companies were saying that they wouldn't insure those vehicles against theft. There were lawsuits that were filed about it. We want to figure things out. And so we were like, is this fake? Like, is this actually happening? Like, what's going on? And, Kia and Hyundai theft rates were skyrocketing. And so we figured out how to do it. And we showed how it works. We're like, this is how all these cars are being stolen and why people are upset. The people at Kia and Hyundai were not happy about this. And they said our video showed too much. They felt our video was an instruction manual. So they asked us to, they initially asked, I don't recall if they asked us to pull the video. I think they just asked us to edit certain segments out of the video. And we said, we can't do that because although we are not journalists, we do apply certain journalistic standards to the work that we do. And because we'd had a previous sponsor relationship with Kia and Hyundai specifically, the thought was that it would actually be a breach of ethics for us to remove some factual content that we released because a former sponsor asked us to do that. They understood that. They were like, okay, that makes sense. And so they asked us to edit certain parts of the video just to obscure things, to make it a little bit less obvious how this was done. And we did that. We said, yeah, that seems reasonable. And so we did that. But last I heard this secondhand, we are blacklisted by Hyundai and Kia. They will not send us any vehicles. They will not let us shoot with their vehicles. Like they were upset about the how we reported and how we covered that incident. But I will say that absolutely everything we said in that video was factual. We weren't making anything up.
Plus, you said if it's a TikTok challenge, then there's thousands of videos showing the same thing. So what are they? Yeah,
that's right. It was, well, what they care is that, our video got 2 million, 3 million views, maybe, I don't know, somewhere in that neighborhood. Whereas these, I think the thought was that our one video was greater than the sum of all of the TikTok videos, but I don't actually think that's true.
No, that's interesting. Yeah. So I don't know why, but GM, for whatever reason, will not give us a press vehicle. Probably because, Sandy used to work at Ford. I don't know. But GM and Lucid, for some reason, also is not interested in collabing with us at all. But all the other OEMs are like, yeah, sure, here, have a car. Do what you want.